Welcome to PFS and welcome to the course program of Financial Risk Manager. We are going to start the Financial Risk Manager course from June 3, 2016, and our class schedule will be on Friday 8 to 10 a.m. and Saturday 8 to 10 a.m. So if you want to really looking for mentorship and you can choose the professional finance studies as your partner. So the course fee are very small. Admission fee is 5,000 upfront, and that you have to pay 5,000 and confirm your admission by the month of May, and you have to pay the monthly fee of 6,000 going forward from June and up to October end. And if you want to go for the FRM program and choose us, then please contact us 57 by 8 Shah Jalal Plaza. And first of all, before thinking about the FRM program, you have to decide whether the program is eligible for you or not, and whether you are really going to go for it. Please remember that the Financial Risk Manager designation is a globally respected and widely recognized certification, and early registration is going to start from May 1st, which has already started. And this deadline is up to June, and after that the standard and late registration fee will start. And usually certified financial risk managers have usually achieved the position of chief risk manager, senior risk analyst, head of operational risk, and etc. So let us see the FRM exam overview. FRM are actually there are two parts, the part 1 and part 2. So candidates have to pass the part 1 exam first, and before going to, and then after they have to go for part 2 exam. And you can sit for both exam at the same time, but the problem is if you pass part 2 and fail part 1, then you have to sit again. And these are really very difficult exam, 4-hour exam, so it won't be good idea to go for two parts at the same time. So usually you can just go for part 1, and then once they pass and go for the part 2. And you can register by going to the Global Association of Risk Professional website, the GARP website. And if you go to the GARP website, you will see that there is registration fee of 300 USD, and this is the upfront fee that you have to pay for the new candidates. In addition to the exam fee, you have to pay USD $350 for the early registration. For returning candidates, they don't have to pay this 300, but they have to pay only the exam fees which is applicable. And payments can be made via credit card. So via credit card you have to pay, and you have to make sure that your current government issued photo identification is with you, that you can use to register. So you have to prepare a study plan. GARP recommends you to buy the FRM books. There are actually four books. One is the Foundation of Risk Management, and the second is Quantitative Analysis, and third is the Financial Market and Products, and fourth is the Valuation and Risk Model. But you have to keep in mind that there is no exam center at Dhaka, so you have to decide where you sit for the exam. Usually the candidates go to Calcutta or Bangkok, but you have to decide whether you will go for the exam, and you have to decide accordingly. And you have to familiarize with the deadlines, be aware of the FRM policies and procedures, and review the GARP code of conduct and candidate professional statement. The question is why you should join the PFS. Because the faculties are investment and risk management practitioners, and we follow a complete and thorough syllabus. An extensive of approximately 8 hours comprehensive training will be provided. Weekly 2 classes, which is very flexible, Friday and Saturday. Each class consists of 2 hours. There will be rigorous practice exams and mock tests and subject wise tests. And relatively, if you look at the value that we provide, and the fees are very low compared to the value we get. So if you please think about the exam, think about the program, decide whether you will go for the November exam or May 2017 exam. Actually there are two exams in the same year. One is the May and another is the November, and usually from year to year there is a change in syllabus, but that change is for example 10-15% change, not very much from one year to the other. So if you really decide to go for the FRM exam and choose us, then please do visit the Facebook page and like us.